Hello, Swivel Heads. This is Greg Allison Green Greg. It's coming to you on the night of 3 August 22. Time on deck is 2500 hours Central Daylight Time. My friends, I hope this finds you doing well today. Those of you on the East Coast are already in tomorrow. Or if you're over the pond, you're definitely in tomorrow morning. But it is Wednesday night here for a little bit. I see some people coming in. Traveler, Cuban Nurse Prepper, good to see y'all. God's plan. All right, so we're going to cover a lot of stuff tonight. We're going to talk about news. We got a lot of things going on, a lot of things going down, a lot of things hitting the ground. We bought a Bell Farm. Good to see you. The Black Duramax. Hello, Daniel Twit. Good to see you here. Haven't seen you in a while. And Judy Dahl. Hello to you. So for those looking, this is a live session. This is a live video session. This is a session where we chat amongst ourselves, and we are a family here. And just glad to have everybody. Granny, you should get some worms tomorrow, Granny. Worms should be in your mailbox tomorrow. For those that don't know, I have shipped backorder worms. And if everybody gets the worms okay, I will commence selling worms on a regular basis. We'll talk about that in a little bit. We'll go through some of this stuff. I was just live on rexsleepproject.com a few minutes ago. Just got off a long show there. And I'm sure he'll be putting some of that up on YouTube really soon. Probably editing it down first. So let me do this. I'm going to switch over here. And I'm going to make sure I get the chat room on my laptop here where I can watch y'all here. That way I can flip through screens here and hopefully not miss too much of what you guys put out here tonight. So I decided to call this Swivelhead News tonight because the whole purpose of this channel is to help you survive, thrive, and stay out of the hive. But I'm here for the purpose of keep your eyes wide open, the head on the swivel, so we know what's coming at us. That's the whole purpose of the news, right? So, oh, Granny's happy the worms are coming. You got to tell me how, let me know as soon as you get them and how they're looking. Just keep an eye on your mailbox in case they stick them in a hot mailbox to bake all day, which sometimes the post department is all too often known to do. We don't want that to happen. All right, now I'm going to do a share screen. Ding, 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 ding. And we're going to go through a number of items here today. The news is kind of off the rockers. And here's one thing we're going to lead out with. Leaked FBI document labels extremist. Betsy Ross flag. Second Amendment. Gadsden flag. Can you believe this? No, I'm going to de-share this for a second. I just want to read a couple things from that article. And I'm going to show the whole article. Guys, don't tread on me flag is now considered to be extremist. And in fact, matter of fact, what they're talking about is this, things that are talking about the Second Amendment, the right to take your arms and bear them, and other imagery or signs of militia, violent, extremist, MVEs. What? Betsy Ross flag. Oh yeah, quoting the founding fathers of our nation. Reading excerpts from the Declaration of Independence. Reading excerpts from the Constitution of the United States. These are all signs that you might be a military, a militia violent extremist. Can you believe this? Guys, it seems to me that the FBI's britches have got way too big. Some of the things that they're picking on, if you say boogaloo, American flag with an igloo. If you use the Punisher skull in your symbols, I know tons of people on Facebook have that Punisher skull in their symbols. If you talk 2A, the electric resistance symbol. What? I'm an electrical engineer. I use those all the time. Anarcho-capitalism. Various symbols of warrior culture. They talk about, but the Gadsden flag, the American Revolutionary War flag, Revolutionary War imagery, the Liberty Tree. Excuse me, is that not on some of our coins? Betsy Ross flag, of all things. Betsy Ross is an extremist. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. I kid you not, guys. This is a document that Veritas flushed out of the FBI, an actual FBI document. If you talk about groups such as the Davidians of Branch, you know what I mean? Or that ACO that it begins with a W, or the Ridge with the rubies. Yeah, I'm twisting words around, if you know what I mean. So I don't want to set off things. But guys, it's getting to be a dadgum shame. You quote the founding fathers of this country, you're an extremist. Can you believe this, guys? Can y'all believe that? All right, I'm gonna go back to share again. This is this just is awful in my humble opinion. This tells us that what it is the deep state is afraid that you want a piece of their turf. I guess any political party that wants to drain the swamp is also inappropriate. Really? I think we need to blast the dam and let the swamp drain totally out. You know what? The federal government does not serve the purposes for which it was established. Hey, Cowboy in Arizona, how you doing? It does not. Chewy weather, good to see you. It does not. Fiddler's Green, evening all. All right, good to see you from St. Pete, Florida. Hey, Doug, how you doing? So, yeah, they're crooks. Can you believe this, guys? They take our money, our tax money, and use it against us. What's the federal government's job? To secure our borders and to protect our country. What are they doing? Yeah, I suppose also defend our rights. What are they doing? Taking our rights, throwing the borders way open, and they have let our defenses down. Really. You don't believe that? Watch the videos of Dr. Peter Vincent Fry and I, and some of the other videos where I'll talk about how Russia can beat America, take Alaska, at least on paper. Guys, we're in sad shape, but they're focused on us. It's kind of like in China. In China, the forces that monitor the people are twice as big as their military. Are we trying to emulate that? Where are we heading, guys? Let's see. Joe that, how do you say it? Joe that you know. Okay. Good to see you. Hey, Jason. I got to be careful what I say. I'm walking on thin ice, guys, here. But let me do a share again. Did I do share already? I've got to come back to the right screen from text to share. So many screens to manage down here now. Oh, I don't see it. What's that? There it is. So another share. Let's go back to sharing. So this flag, if you fly this flag, you might be an extremist. Now, this article and other articles on, I've seen several articles on this already. Supposedly, the report says that, just any one of these things alone does not indicate that you're necessarily a member of a militia, violent extremist group. But it certainly means you might be on a watch list. You show any of these signs. Wow, guys, is this nuts or what? This is why we need our freedom. That's why y'all need to get involved with our Freedom Restoration Foundation, which I guess that has really got their apples up. I mean, restoring freedom. Oh my gosh, how can we do that? Freedom is such a terrible thing. That's how the elites think about it. They want to take all our freedoms, sure, because they want control. Doug, a good friend of mine, got sick last week and let himself be peer pressure. Oh my goodness. What good's it going to do if you already got sick? Come on. You're going to have more immunity after you've been sick than anybody would have. Well, I got to watch what I say. You know what I mean. China begins unprecedented military drills around Taiwan. This is from Al Jazeera. Guys, right now, China is surrounding Taiwan with military ships all the way around. They're planning to do live fire exercises all around Taiwan. They're talking about shooting missiles over Taiwan, which is definitely a violation of their airspace. They are doing all kind of stuff. Even after Nancy right there, they put 27 jets into China's air defense identification zone. And this is written by my friend David Pyne, who I've interviewed many times on my channel here. Communist China aggression against Taiwan may be imminent. I may have him back on my channel soon. Last video with him did very, very well. So just what we're talking about here is they may actually put Taiwan in a blockade, maybe just a temporary blockade. Let's hope it's just temporary. No fly zone over the top of Taiwan. That's what Taiwan is interpreted as. Those are telling civilian aircraft to stay out, basically, because they're going to be firing stuff all around Taiwan. Yeah, it may dang well get ugly in a hurry there a few days. Yes, I could catch Oscar B every ounce, every once in a while. Oscar B, who's Oscar B? Joe Chino says they came out with a color code for us all. Oh yeah, the mailbox thing. Some people say that was just for paper delivery. I don't know. I never saw a dot on my mailbox. Let's see. New day is I'm slow tonight, shaky. Oh, Granny, what's up with you, Granny? Granny, you got to tell me tomorrow if your worms arrive. So y'all just needed to see this. I want to move something over a little bit. Let's go back. All right. Good news is we do have some people in our Congress and our Senate who seem to be wanting to do the right thing. Let's see, Arkansas Senator Cotton and Alabama Senator Tuberville are introducing a bill to prevent the Chinese from buying American land. They're saying they've bought up too much of our farmland, our food security is at risk, and they're buying huge farms near our strategic military bases. Why are they doing that? Oh, it's just all coincidental, right? Well, I think this is the right thing to do. This sounds like a job for the Freedom Restoration Foundation, some bills that will definitely want to be taken up. And we got some other stuff that will be taken up. And if you don't know, Wiseowl has set up this wonderful survival tribe network for us. Guys, with all the stuff going down, please, please consider joining this tribe. Come in here and join this. Don't find a Freedom Restoration Foundation? Click here. I pay for this out of my pocket. Wiseowl developed the other website at great expense out of her pocket. Here we're fighting for our freedoms. This is all of use to all of us. Go to the Action Center page. We got a list of alerts. We got to add to these alerts. They tell you things to do, about the bills at hand, positions to take. There's a lot of contact information about these alerts we need to pull down. We need to update this list. Some of these are already passed. But this tells you how to make how to contact Congress. Tells you how to track bills in Congress, how to track bills at your state level, how to find your state legislators, how to find out who your Congress representative is in the U.S. House of Representatives, how to find your senators, how to contact Congress. There's a Capitol switchboard number. Tells you how to email them, call them, write them, what to write, what to say on the phone, resource recap. All right. Who says the freedom to arm bears can't be cute? All right, let's go back to the survival network here. Join this, please. About us. Wiseowl paid a good sum of money out of her pocket to set this up. This is so we can self-organize our own survival groups, guys. This is Wiseowl. When you join, pick a moniker like this. Don't tell everybody who you are. That way, and she's going to work on it, make sure that it doesn't share any private information. But this is her Arkansas group, guys. If you're in the Arkansas area at all, click on this. This is a wonderful website here. This is back to Freedom Restoration Foundation and my Green Greg site. We'll go there in a little bit. But as I am about to start selling worms again, to join, come in here. Now, don't tell everybody where your preps are. This is not what this is about. Here's your disclaimer telling you anything you post can be seen. But we're going to modify this a little bit more. I don't think it actually shows your actual, it shows your username. I don't think it shows your real name. But anyway, we're going to make sure that this is a little cleaner in here. You can make up an email just for this. But the main thing is that people will know where you're at if you're local to them, and they'll know your skills and have a way to contact you through your email, maybe your phone number, if we want to share that. But it'll be ways that we can contact each other and find out how to self-organize tribes in your community. That's what this is all about. Please come in here and sign up for this. If you're local to me, I will be contacting you. Just give me a little bit of time. I'm going to be contacting people. Oh yeah, by the way, greengraggles.com. I will be selling worms again soon, but I got to go in and update my price list because the cost of fuel, the cost of feed, the cost of labor, the cost of postage is all gone up. So I got to go in and update those. I got to increase those prices. My costs have been way up, and I really haven't sold worms in 2 years, and I've been putting out money for 2 years to build and maintain this worm farm. Alaska, America. There you go, Karen. Are you in Alaska? Thank you for putting the Survival Tribe Network in here, New Days. Good to see you, Katie. All right, guys. Before we go into weather, I think we're about halfway through this. Dun, 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 dun. My asteroid is a centerfold. Yeah, let's do heavenly bodies here. So this is the M13 Great Globular Cluster and Hercules. Globular clusters are clusters of stars that orbit our galaxy outside the normal galactic plane. Probably proto-galaxies or the remnants of galaxies that emerged with their own galaxy. A lot of these stars tend to be older. But it is a pretty picture. And that's the whole purpose here, is just to show some pretty pictures of these galaxies here. So we got to share some beauty. Stop and smell the roses. Part of our mission in this universe, part of the reason the good Lord put us here, is so we can appreciate the creation that He hath made. Sexual attribute to something as big as God seems kind of strange to me. They've got a archive list here. You find a lot of pretty pictures in the archive list. Oh, that's one we just looked at. Halo of cat's eye. There we go. That's interesting. And just all kind of weird things out in this universe to appreciate. Let's see. Mountains of dust and oh, this is beautiful. Check this out. Wow, that looked weird. Huge dust cloud, huge nebula in space. There we go. We did our centerfold. Now let's move on. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I like to show heavenly bodies. Hope y'all don't mind that. In truly heavenly sense. Something the creator above would be happy for us to show his creation. So there we go, guys. Here we are. Let's talk some weather now. We've talked some news. We talked about the FBI. We talked about China. Jason, good for Alaska. Okay, what we got here with Alaska conversation? We're missing some stuff. Got a hotter here tonight. Tremor stop. Oh, it's medicine. Chinese spirit. Courtney Johnson. Let's see here. God's plan says, wow. Sure. There we go. Wow, okay, so people talk about some of the medicinal stuff. All right. All right, guys. So Here we are. This is the weather in the United States. The rain's beginning to abate a little bit in Arizona. Still some in my area a little bit there in that part of the state. Whew. I'm kind of hot tonight here. Starting to feel hot in the house. This room heats up overnight. In the morning, it'll be cool. La 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 la. Well, we got a lot of rain up in Missouri, central Missouri, Illinois. Guys, people in Kentucky are still suffering from the flooding they had. A lot of people lost their lives. Here in Michigan, Ontario, Canada, you know, north of Toronto. Heavy rainstorms up there, guys. Most of the country's pretty mild. Looks like high 90s in Dallas still. I believe they get up over 100. Let's see. Utah, you're in the 70s. Okay, I hope the worms don't have to go through Dallas on the way to you. Wrong segue. I hope they don't route them through Dallas. It's just too hot in Dallas. Yikes, hope those worms don't go through Dallas. Anyway, let's see what's going on here. 77 in Huntsville, which is kind of cool, but it's not water in my house here. It hasn't cooled down yet. Yeah, Ardmore 77, so I'm probably 77 in between right here. Alabama is pretty cool. Check it out here in Dallas. 97 in Dallas, 97 in Fort Worth. You got a heat island right there, and it is hot. It's an urban heat island. It's hotter than everything around, just about a few degrees. I don't know though. Yeah, it is. Morgan is pretty close at 97 down here. It's the same. But I think it's mostly an urban heat island. But it is hot in Texas. We got 84 in Houston. Another urban heat island. I got a daughter in Spring, Texas. I'm out here look at southern Arizona. Down here where Arizona Cowgirls at. Hey, we got a super chat. Thank you, Sierra Star. Thank you. That's why we do live sessions, guys. Because I really need that. Thank you, Superstar. Race quit. Race quit. Like it's fighting itself. We race or we quit. That's funny. All right. Thank you, Sierra Star. I appreciate it. Sierra Star, you got a 58 in Anchorage. Okay, you're in Alaska. We're going to look up there in a little bit. Jason Smith, yeah, that has some effect on some people. Star, what an angel. There you go. There you go. Thank you, Sierra Star. Much appreciated. All right. Let's come back. Oh, I was in New Mexico, not Arizona. Shoot. Okay, now we're in Arizona. Pretty warm, Tucson, 91. Not as hot as Fort Worth, Dallas area. But look here. Wickenburg, 97. Phoenix, woo, 100. Buckeye, 100. Oh, man. Yeah, that's a huge urban heat island right there, Phoenix. Urban heat island. Holbrook, 84. Let's zoom in here. Snowflake is 79. Show Low is 70. St. John's 82. Well, my property's out in this area. It's actually a little bit warmer there right now. Of course, it's still daytime. No, it was more recently daytime there than here. Flagstaff is at a cool 66. Check that out. Flagstaff. Flagstaff's a cool place. Yes, sir. Up around the Grand Canyon, 73, 88. Temperatures are varying quite widely. 100 degrees in Las Vegas. Woo-wee. We got down here in LA. Bakersfield, 104. Oh, that's the hottest one. Bakersfield, 104. I've driven through there quite a few times. Wow, 104. But Los Angeles is 73. Holy smoke, 73 to 104. Wow. Well, look all in this area, southern part of the Sacramento Valley. 100 degrees, 102. Man, that's hot. That is hot, 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 hot. Up here, Northern California, Eureka, this is 55. Current city, 55. Right here, we're 52 degrees. Santa Rosa, 53 degrees. San Francisco, 50. San Jose, 57. Oh, I've come over here. I thought it was freezing to death in San Jose area when I visited before. But you go down here, huge difference, guys. Barstow's 80. Wow, huge difference in temperatures across California. Wow. Oregon, mostly in the 50s. Washington State, we got some 70s here, and eastern Washington State, but on the western side, it's in the 50s. Got some rain. All right. We got here in Alberta, 50s, some 60s, not too bad. 50s, 50s, 50s. All right, we're going to look at Alaska. Haynes Junction, 50 degrees. Snow here. Snow here in the Wrangell Mountains. In Alaska Range, you got a little snow. Delta Junction, 50 degrees. Fairbanks, 48. Healy, 44. My first year in Alaska. Another super chat. Keith Evans, thank you, sir. Salute. Thank you. Hello. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen. Sierra Star and Keith Evans. Y'all are super troopers. Thank you. That's what makes these live sessions worth doing. Guys, I thought about stopping live sessions because of so many lately I hadn't got a single super chat, but now we got two good ones. Thank y'all, guys. I greatly appreciate it. Tanana, 48. Wow. Tanana River, which actually starts way back here. Alaska Range has got snow in it. Wrangell's. Sure, the snow up here in the Brooks Range. Oh, yeah. Check it out. Well, that's a lot of rain, too. Freezing rain and snow. 37 here at the Anatuktuk Pass. I don't know if I said that right or not. Barrow, 32 degrees in Barrow, Alaska. It's freezing there, guys. 32 degrees in Barrow, Alaska. All right, Dead Horse is 35. I said, guys, I'd really want to live in this area right here, but they ain't letting anybody live here anymore. There's one homestead family out here, and when that old couple dies off, there won't let anybody else in there. And it's a shame. I love the homestead. This is some of the most remote wilderness in the world. God, I love dip in there. Yeah, what I was about to say. My first year in Alaska, on the 16th of August, we got a snow right here at Fort Greely. It snowed. Zoom in. There's the Allen Army Airfield. This is Fort Greely here. We had a snow on the 16th of August, and then it kind of melted off. It's just not a deep snow, and then we got our permanent snow came in the first day of September. So we had 2 weeks of autumn, a 2-week autumn. Everything turned colors, after the 16th, and then the permanent snow came in the 1st of September and lasted way up through April and May, and almost into May the next year. Living in Alaska is like living in a Christmas tree for 9 months out of the year. Felt bad for Diamond and Ransom last night. What happened? Oh, porn sites. Oh, that's awful. Yeah, all right, Maj, you stay tuned. You might have to take care of it. I could see you there, Gigi Santa, to get to live there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Guys, if I moved back up here, I can never move south again. When I came back to Alabama from this place, I was a young man. It nearly killed me. Actually, check out, there is North Pole, Alaska, right up here. There it is, told you. And yeah, there's a Santa Claus house at North Pole, Alaska. And yeah, the rivers up here are wide, but it's mostly gravel, glacial till. They're wide, but not necessarily deep, although it could be deep in places. Depends on how much runoff you got. North to Alaska, the north the rush is on. Where the rivers are wide and the nuggets they're finding. North to Alaska, the north the rush is on. Man, I dreamed about Alaska for years after I left. That is one place that sets in your brain. That's one place that sets in your mind. It is like going to another planet. Ice planet Alaska. Beautiful, beautiful country. Just like a woman, though. Beautiful, but deadly. All right, New Days Always. What are you dealing with up here in your temperature? It's like you got 60s. Are you about 62? 61? 61 up here in Mars Hill? I think you're in this area, right? So what's your temperature there? The good thing about growing in Alaska is all the sunlight veggies grow much bigger. Oh yeah, in the summertime it don't get dark for a long time. So the leafy vegetables grow great. Hey Arnold, we just went through, you missed it. We just went through Alberta. I was looking for you, but I didn't see you in the room there. We just went through Alberta. Looks like you're in the 50s mostly up there. Is Amanda in the room? 64 tonight, okay. 64, kind of like Bangor. 64. Charleston's 82. Douglas, Georgia, 77. We've got a follower on our channel sometimes from Tifton. Tifton, 77. I've been all in this area many times. Spent a fair bit of time in that area, believe it or not. I even did a video counting farms down there. All right, let's go to. We do have some people coming in. We got anybody in here from Europe tonight? Scratch in the room. I'll let that string one up there. It's mostly in the 70s in England, 68 in Liverpool. Inverness, 68. 61 over here. 70 Aberdeen, 73, 70s, 60s in Ireland. Got a friend who follows us sometimes from Sweden. Well, nice and warm, 79 right here, warmer than that. Hey, it's warmer right there than it is right now in Huntsville. Stockholm, 77, same temperature as Huntsville, Alabama. Here. 60s up here in southern Norway, kind of like Maine. 50s up here, kind of like Alberta. Very northern Norway is 60s, 50s. That ain't bad. Not bad. Here where the Ruskies got all their military bases, 60s. Tons of military bases up there. That's why they don't want Finland being part of NATO. There's them a lot of vulnerability. Check down here in Amanda B's territory. Let's check out Australia. It's still wintertime in Australia. Just in the 50s, not too bad. Full orange is 44. Tasmania, Hobart is only 41. New Zealand may have some cooler temperatures. Oh yeah, they got a little snow in the mountains in New Zealand. Christchurch is 34. Okay, wow, 25 there. Yeah, New Zealand typically has a lot of temperatures cooler than Australia. But it's wintertime down there. You know, every time we got here in Australia and checked, it's not been too bad temperature-wise. Right now, if I were home, it'd be 50, 60 all night. But it's 80 here. Oh. God's plan, good question. I've heard that too. Okay. What's God's plan asking here? God's plan. Who are they to not allow anyone to live there and why? Well, they set it up as some kind of wilderness area. That's what it is. They set it up as some kind of wilderness area. It's a federal government. You know, Alaska's talked about succeeding from the federal government quite a bit. All right, let's zoom out. Let's check Taiwan. A lot of hot military action around Taiwan. Maybe the sea states are rough. Look at all that wind. The sea states being rough. You wouldn't get an invasion right now. But they got military. Well, they got a lot of wind in this area too. Interesting. A lot of wind. Checking the wind out. Taipei is 80 degrees. Strong wind gust. Wow. All right, let's go back to rain and thunder. Spell your under. Zoom back out. We're going to go back to North America. We're going to look at our averages. Weather there between France and Spain. All right, let's do this. Let's do the rain cumulative. Accumulations. That's the next 3 days. That's 5 days. That's 10 days. Okay, next 5 days. Looks like I'm going to be kind of dry here. It's not a place in Arizona is going to get some rain. But next 10 days, I get rain. They get rain too. Still dry in this part of California, and Oregon is really looking dry. Not much in Washington State, but a little bit. Texas needs this rain real bad. Hopefully, it might cool Dallas down a little bit. Wow. Anyway, all right, enough of that. Let's go check earthquakes. Hey, it made up here for not having earthquakes in this area. They just had 2. White City, New Mexico. Just had 2. There's always earthquakes here, guys. Except last time we looked in here. There's a good one right here in San Andreas. Llano, California, 3.3. Preston, Nevada. We see a lot of them up in here. The volcanic and the San Juan de Fuca, Juan de Fuca plate, whatever you call that, right there. This is a very volcanic region right here. We got a lot of subduction going on. See a lot of them right here where the plates are coming together. Puerto Rico, man, Puerto Rico just rocks all the time. Puerto Rico, a lot of earthquakes. Been having a lot of earthquakes. What's driving so many earthquakes in Puerto Rico? Let's see here. What else going on in the world earthquake-wise? Aleutians, quiet. Kamchatka, it's quiet. Japan, not so quiet. Yeah. 5.4. 4.2 off the shore. Most recent 4.8. 5.0. Indonesia's got a little bit of activity. This is always a very active region here. 5.4. Tonga's up here. There you guys. Krakatoa's not creating any earthquakes right now. Turkey. Okay, there we go, guys. What is that? Rocco. Iceland's got earthquake activity, maybe volcanic in origin, but it is on this mid-Atlantic ridge. I'll have to kind of take this around the world. Peru. Nicaragua. El Salvador. Nicaragua's got a 5.3. All right, guys. East Coast is quiet. All right, let's go to space. space weather. The sun, guys. There's a big sunspot kind of aimed right at us. They say there's some stuff coming around the limb of the sun that's pretty active. Not a whole lot of sunspots overall, though. There's a huge solar prominence. It's about as wide as the distance between the Earth and the Moon. This ginormous prominence off the sun. Earth would be a speck in this. The Earth's only 8,000 miles in diameter. It's 250,000 miles between Earth and the Moon, roughly speaking. Auroras, not so bright. Canada, on the shield, you might have something to look at. Asteroids, let's check the asteroids. A lot of them that are colored for being of some concern. But this closest one just passed by on August 1st. It went 1.1 times the distance between the Earth and the Moon, which means more than the distance between the Earth and the Moon. Like I said, that's about 250,000 miles, guys. All these are several linear distances away, so I wouldn't get too excited by them. Now look at this. This one is velocity of 2.1 kilometers per second. It's only 6 meters. I suspect that might be a rocket body. And this one would have an orbit very close to the orbit of Earth because relative velocity is small compared to the Earth. You take one of these like this 18.1 has probably got an oblique orbit. Oh, 24.9. Yeah, that's probably got a really good oblique orbit. Let's check out 2.1. Let's check out my figure. What I tell you guys all the time. Orbit viewer. Let's have a look at it. Well, that's a pretty round orbit again. Earth's orbit's blue, its orbit's white. It's nearly the same orbit as Earth. Given the size of it, I would say there's a good chance that's a rocket body. Well, it could be an asteroid. If it's an asteroid, it ought to be an easy one to get to, but it is small. Let's check out this one. It's got a huge velocity. Where are we at? Huge velocity difference. 24.9. 22 PA. Let's see. Let's look at this guy's orbit. I bet this one's coming in from way out there. There I go. What I said. This is coming out from nearly to Jupiter. Earth's orbit's way down here. So this is coming way out and coming in. Eventually, this one's going to hit either Mars, Earth, or Venus. It don't go inside the orbit of Mercury. But eventually, this asteroid will one day collide with one of the inner planets, Mars, Earth, or Venus. It may be a while, unless Jupiter picks it up and tosses it out. If it gets too close to Jupiter, Jupiter might toss it somewhere. Might toss it in closer to us, may throw it away. Chances are it'll throw it further away. How about that, guys? Am I good at seeing that or what? So that's why I'm a space guy, guys. I am a spaceman. So any others are high velocities, 19.1. Seven. No, that's not velocity, it's from the distance. Oh, here's the velocity side, yeah. 24.9, that's the fastest one on the list. All right, what's the day? Today is now we're on the 4th of August. So the only things to be concerned with is what's from here down. But nothing is coming within the distance between Earth and the Moon. So I think you can sleep well, at least with respect to the asteroids we know about. Of course, there's always those that we don't know about. But the probability of being hit on any one given day, it's not really so scary. So, okay, guys, just in case you hadn't looked yet. Planet X. Nah. Come here and check out my Green Greg's channel. Guys, these are some of the, if you haven't watched the nuclear survival videos, you really need to watch these. These two videos are an hour and almost an hour and a half each. They go into great details about the nature of radiation, what's harmful, and how to avoid it. This is my nuclear bug out zone video. This is a video I did with Stacy Zivicki, what to do in the first 24 hours, what to do in the second 24 hours. These 5 videos are must-sees for surviving a nuclear war. You really need to watch them. And if you want worms, these are must-see videos, all right? These are the must-see videos if you want worms, all of this playlist. You know how to grow your own food, to feed yourself on 1/10 of an acre, or watch Food 9/11. Beat the starvation. This isn't just about the starvation. It's about beating them. This video didn't do that well for some strange reason. Maybe my most important video is, in survival, the most important thing to have is water. Filter and sanitize water through many methods. I'm showing a plastic bottle here. And, you know, if you want to survive in the winter in the wilds, I'll show you how to eat the cambium layer from tree limbs. You can't eat trees. Who else teaches you how to eat trees? What other prepper out there has taught you how to eat trees? If you can eat trees, you should never starve. Well, you might not get a lot of calories that way, but hey, you know, that's definitely going to help you. And who else is Santa Claus? What other prepper is Santa Claus? Or gives you frogs to listen to. 9 hours of sleeping frog sounds. Aquaponics videos, gardening videos. Okay, guys. And then there's my Green Greg's, Galactic Greg's channel. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to Galactic Greg's, y'all need to go over there. Hey, Inventor Lee Wilbarger. Geo, did you get banned again from my channel? Oh, I haven't seen him all. Hey, Inventor Lee Wilbarger, we need to talk about something here. I've done some videos here telling you how to stop all hypersonic weapons. I got one here showing ATACMS in action. And I'm going to do another video where we'll talk about the various subsystems, interceptor subsystems that are in existence, and how to put them on a super powerful booster rocket to make a cloud swarm of interceptor drones that could take out any Satan II Sarmat missile, take out any hypersonics missile, take out any invasion fleet of Taiwan, and stop anything coming at us. I have covered that. I've come up with a way to do it. And it actually started here in a Star Troopers video, a Starship Troopers video, where I first outlined my plan for a solid rocket booster rockets that would be used as a carrier rockets for basically rocket arsenal ships. We can launch things like cruise missiles, such as the AGM-158 JASM, which I'm sure you might know about that, Lee. What do you think? So we balling up on grub worms, sawdust, yum. In fact, some preppers are too busy making videos about zombie dogs attacking. Guys, I come up with solutions. Our inventor says, sounds good to me. Yeah, we need to talk about that, Lee. Oh, yeah, Lee. Also, I need you to send me information on your vehicle that you're setting up to go to Area 51, what kind of sensors you got on it. Because I'm going to try to contact Travis Taylor. He's no buddy of mine. I'll see if I can get contact with him regards to Skinwalker Ranch. There's some kind of anomaly in the air, like 4,000 feet over Skinwalker Ranch. It is really weird. Well, maybe we need to explore that. Spaceship, she'll land a starship in a parking lot next to Kremlin. Yeah, they probably won't get it back. Probably won't get it back. Guys, I got a more powerful rocket than Starship. It's not quite as cheap, but you can launch it immediately. You don't have to refuel it for 4 hours before you launch it. So if you don't point-to-point instant cargo transfer, I call it the SRB-5. five segment SRBs from the Artemis 1 rocket on the first stage. That would give you 18 million pounds of thrust, 2 million more than a Starship. The second stage of 3 SRBs gives you 10.8 million pounds of thrust. And the third stage, a single stick, gives you 3.6 million pounds of thrust. Man, you can throw out all kind of stuff for that. Similarly, we can talk if you want. Hey, Lee. Let's see. Yes, I want to do. Yeah, we can. I'll see if we can get that set up, Lee. Lee, I had a phone number for you, but it's not good anymore. I tried to call you a couple of days ago. Dr. G-Man says something may be buried on Skinwalker Ranch. Well, it may be. That place is weird. That place is weird. My friend Travis actually got a severe radiation poison there, and the people around him didn't. But he actually had the radiation poison. So I have friends I went to school with that lives connected to Skinwalker Ranch. Oh, wow, Randy. Do they tell you funny stories about it? Lee, what's the best way to contact you? So, yeah, I got your email. Locomotive. Does that still work, the locomotive email? Guys, if you're not subscribed to my Galactic Greg's channel, come in here and subscribe to it now. I talk about topics here. Most of them are space, but guys, there's a lot of other stuff. Oh, how come that's not? Oh, yes. That's that. Russia not needed. Sure, Leo like that idea. Not from space. India, superpower of the future. Anti-gravity research survey, guys. So, oh yeah, here's about Russia's Satan II missile saving space station. There is Bob Zubrin, interviewed him. I'm talking about some of my own hybrid rocket launched rockets. My Mars habitat is here, guys, and the simulation. Yeah, that's a simulation of my habitat design, guys, on Mars. As out as
Greg Allison with Galactic
by Mike Lowry. Hey, another super chat. Thank you, Sierra Star.
out of mine.
Let's see. Let's skip forward just a few. And this is for Yuri's night. Here we are.
Water tank.
This is inside.
Drum set. Dance ball. Cushions for people to sit in. We got the garden growing everywhere, growing on the wall. There's a nice pear tree. Partridge and a pear tree. We got bamboo. We got tomatoes. We got little oranges over here. So let's fly. My head. These are vessels containing water to help provide radiation shielding. Yeah, we got to work out the sizing on the water containers, but they're separate from each other. So if you have a Mars quake, they won't all bump into each other. So they're hanging from the ceiling. And quite frankly, you got 14.7 psi across the entire ceiling there. That's a lot of pressure. So you need to hang some weight from it to counterbalance the pressure of the atmosphere, which is going to blow that top clean off. That's right. More thrust on a huge rocket when you got 14.7 integrated across a large area. Something a lot of people don't appreciate. Anyway, this takes you through my universal habitat on Mars. You just watched me with Rex. I showed my universal habitat on Earth and Venus a little bit ago. So check that out. We're actually going to a lot of good stuff here on Galactic Greg's. Check these videos out, guys. Talking about asteroids and different missions. Yeah, voice from light anomaly, guys. This has the best way to find the link to Rex's video of me shouting light in the Mount Hollywood tunnel. The Pete Conrad video is kind of doing well right now. Starship, risk and strength. Will SpaceX nuke Boca Chica? There you go, guys. Few days. Maybe Skinwalker Ranch be using the type of Oregon cloud busters to create an anomaly over top of them. I don't know. Hey, Wise Al's in here. Wise Al, we went through. Check your email. Okay, Lee, I'll check my email.
sister cabin around a mile from Skinwalker. A mile from Skinwalker? Hey, that might be a place to stop over. All right. Let's see here. Would she entertain a guest? Could be blue. All right. Hey, we got 3 good super chats here tonight. That is awesome. That is awesome. Keith gave us 1, and Sarah Star gave us 2 super chats tonight, guys. Wise Owl just survived shared the Survival Tribe Network. survivaltribenetwork.com. Again, go back to it. I showed that here early in this video. Guys, that is a very vital thing. We need to start organizing now. We really need to start organizing right now. Come in here and join all means. Wise Owl put a whole lot out of her pocket. I mean, a whole lot to develop this site for us. Use a moniker instead of your real name. The first rule of prepping is don't tell people you're prepping. That's okay. We can use that in order to put together the information we need. Because all you need, this is where people come in and self-organize. The key things are, we know where you're at, some way to contact you, email, whatever is in here. And you know what your relative skills are. Are you willing to be a leader? Do you have property to host a tribe? Those kind of things. So we can start, y'all can start these conversations among yourselves and self-organize your own survival tribe groups. That's what this is for, to let you do it yourself. All right, guys. Oh yeah, by the way, I'll be selling worms again soon. I've got to update my buy worms page because the price of postage, the price of feed, the price of everything, labor has gone up quite a bit since I last sold worms on here. So I've got to go in and bump those prices. I mean, quite a bit, guys. Plus, I've not been really selling worms for 2 years, but I've been feeding and growing and building beds the whole time. It's cost me a fortune. So I need a little help on that. But anyway, we're going to be selling worms good. And remember, it has nothing to do with size. Oh, y'all talking to each other. Randy, Wise Owl, I'll sign up, but I want to get a private thing. Well, just set you up a private email through Google or somewhere. Create you a new moniker, Randy Lana or whatever else you want to call yourself. And then you can go in here. Okay, guys? This is a good place to come, though, right here on this website. If you want to watch videos about wild edibles and medicinals, they're all on my Green Regs channel, but it's really hard to find. I got so many other videos in there. You don't see videos about gardening. These are organized, you know, by raised bed, aquaponics, and I think microgreens. I'll be adding more stuff eventually. There's actually a lot more gardening videos. Permaculture videos. If you want to watch videos about worms, this tells you everything you know to get started. Get the basics of worms. Tells you about how to build worm beds, worm bins. Yeah, let's scroll. All kinds of different worm bins. Videos haven't popped through here yet. The internet's still not. But put in what to use for worm bedding, feeding worms, how to feed them, worm care, controlling insects with dolomite, what to do if you got pot worms, what to do if you don't have any baby worms. Sign your worm beds too wet. Most people have them too dry. Keeping worms warm in winter, how to brew worm tea, small and large scale. Different ways to harvest worms. Use peat moss press. Just did another video on that, I think. So just quite a few things there. I will hope to be selling worms maybe by close to this weekend or next week. I got to go on and read in my website a little bit. Anyway, a lot of different things here. Why? Microgreens. Contact us. Check it out, guys. Ring Greg's Garden and Worm Farm. You can also find it through the Survival Tribe Network, which also will take you to other things. Okay, kind of been around the horn here. We've talked about a little bit of everything here. Let's stop the share. Halo. Flying critters one around here. Let me, I'm going to start watching the comments here. I love to live by the Joe's Cave. I'm going to say this. Honestly, I wouldn't worry about what email you use unless your name is in it. Well, that's true. As long as your name is not in it. Nomadic, WMN Women. Very nice website. Good job, Wiles, Alan, Greg. Well, thank you, Nomadic. What does WMN stand for? Is it woman? It's short for woman, Nomadic Woman. GOS 85, less government is all we need. Yeah, we need a lot less. We need a lot less, guys. So here we go, guys. Let's see. I am going to go read the chat room from this side now. Hang on. There it is. So I look straight ahead and read chat instead of going over here to the side. It's like Arnold and Lee are having a bit of a debate here tonight. Will he fix it? What do you mean by yet? Talk about fragret Stefali. What? Fissure eruption. Oh, is that in Iceland? They just had an earthquake up there. Just noticed that. I'm gonna go up, come back down. GG lived in Alaska. I did. I lived in Alaska 2 years, 1981 to 1983. I was a young man. Checking over. I made a fantastic batch of dill pickles. All right, Blue Bottle Bunny Farm. Is this Susan or Randy? Who are we talking to tonight? That's my problem, child. Good to see you. Just kidding. Dr. G-Man's place. Has the weather been nuts in your neck of the woods? No, but it's been a lot wetter than normal. Consider we're getting into August. At least it's cooled it down. Rain here off and on all day, said Arnold. Up in it's up in Alberta. Oh, Stacy's in the room. 88 in Dallas area now. Tomorrow 102. Ooh-wee. Did you comment on Taiwan? Yeah, I did, Sierra Star. I did comment on Taiwan quite a bit. Go back and watch the beginning of the video. Essentially, Taiwan is being surrounded right now by Chinese military. They are supposedly conducting live action drills. There's a lot of concerns there may be a blockade. There's a lot of concerns that they're going to set up a no-fly zone over Taiwan. That's all considered an act of war, incidentally. A blockade is. Maybe they will only run it through the drill period, which you're talking about ending on Sunday. Are they going to keep it up, or will they extend the attack? Wow, time will tell, guys. I think maybe they'll call it off after Monday, but if it keeps going and truly blockade Taiwan, we're going to be in serious hurt for computer chips, guys. Very serious hurt in computer chips. Okay, literally had no idea so many people were over here. Okay. The rain on Spain. Yeah, Tom. Let's see. Preston Robert, how you doing? Sure weather had check out the fire weather avalanche map on wildfires. Send me a link to it. GG people too, Lee.
Yeah, Granny's in both places. Yeah, we got a lot of overlap, Lee. A lot of overlap. So I'm reading back up in the messages. Oh, it's Randy. Okay, Randy. Good to see you, Randy. Hey, Randy, we haven't seen Susan on here much lately. Is she okay? All right. Let's see here. This thing's not scrolling very well.
Yeah, I don't do long videos, Lee. I just usually do an hour or two, and I only do them 1 or 2 nights a week usually. If everybody gave you some thumbs up, we got 127 room and only 119 thumbs up, guys. I know, but now we probably had 300 or 400 in the room. Well, thank you, GOS85. Greg is legend. Greg, a legend, is present. There we go. Dolls. I did herbs also. Yeah. Hey, Judy does all kind of great gardening stuff, guys. She is an awesome gardener. Big time. Serious, awesome gardener. Jesse Mills, hi from Lightning Valley, Arizona. Yeah, you're getting some lightning. I talked to him when he was up on a fire tower in the middle of a lightning storm. That's an exciting thing to me. Imagine sitting in a fire tower on the edge of a mountain, way up in a lightning storm. That's got to be very, very, very interesting. So, Blue Bottle Bunny Farm, how's the garden doing? Drops high, Arnold, Granny Dolls, you know, okay, Drops, good to see you. Tammy Shirt. Hey, Tammy's up in Ontario. Hey, Tammy, I just found out that you are a military veteran. Is that right? Garden's great, Arnold. Yeah, Wise Out is in the audience. She is, or she was. Jason, Planet say, well, some of you mods add our survival network in the chat room. Also add my Green Greg, Galactic Greg's website. Earth the Geo says Lee. I'm using some shade cloth, I bet. I mean, my greenhouse wasn't so broken up, I'd have some on in. I got to redo my greenhouse. Thad could probably take down the low Earth orbit if extended. Oh yeah. How about this, guys? Just a single stick solid rocket booster with 3.6 million pounds of thrust. What could it do with a THAAD rocket? A THAAD rocket is pretty big. A THAAD rocket weighs 1,984 pounds. So if you just put, say, let's have 500,000 pounds of excess thrust to give us a good thrust to weight ratio, and account for other payload shrouds and pallet interface architecture between the THAAD missiles, you could put 1,517 THAAD missiles on my single stick SRB rocket. Will that be a heck of a drone swarm or what? I'm going to do a video. I'm going to go all through that stuff, guys. Watch it, guys. That's coming up. I would have done it tonight, except I just didn't have time to squeeze in before I did the video with Rex. I was live on his channel. Grub worms and sawdust. Yum. All right, Randy. Fragmentation devices would probably work if you put out a net with a deployment. Look, if you get enough fragments going around, you're going to be surprised. That'll get most anything. And you could have different walls of fragments. Guys, there's so much versatility in the throwaway to these huge SRBs. One SRB, 3.6 million pounds of thrust for over 2 minutes. Okay, if you want to throw further and higher, make it a second stage. With the first stage, you've been 3 of them. You want to throw higher and farther, make it the third stage. With the first stage being 5 with 18 million pounds of thrust between them. Or if you've got stuff coming in at you low, just have one stick of 5 boosters producing 18 million pounds of thrust. And if you can disperse them enough, and if all your interceptors weigh about 5 pounds each, which is twice the weight of a brilliant pebble, I got all this worked out, guys. You could create a drone swarm cloud of brilliant pebbles or whatever you want. Brilliant pebbles with fragmentation grenades on them. 43 square miles in area. Greg, some preppers are too busy making. Hey, I'm talking about how solutions, how to stop hypersonic missiles, how to have habitats that you can survive, thrive, and survive in. I've got videos, tons of videos on that kind of stuff. We're creating our survival network. Who else is doing that? Well, actually, Ed, Prepper Nurse One. He's got something going too. Congratulations to Ed, Prepper Nurse One. Tell him I gave him a shout out tonight. And also, not many are doing that, but I also got a Freedom Restoration Foundation. Guys, I'm going to do a video too on how worms are going to make a great survival business after it hits the fan. Didn't old man Bigelow? Yeah, he owned it at one time. He sure did. And I almost went to work for Bigelow. They actually hired me, and then he delayed my start. So I wound up not going because of that. And that cost, that definitely is what cost the him getting me. He delayed my start date. And for that reason, I didn't go. I went to work for Teledyne Brown Engineering here in Huntsville instead. So I stayed in town, same price. So it actually worked out better for me. I'm sure a good friend Lee knows who Teledyne Brown Engineering is. They used to make cruise missiles at Teledyne Brown. Maybe they still do. Halo from Boogertown, Tennessee. How you doing, Matterman? Thank you for sharing my Galactic Greg site there, New Days. Granny, I think my friends will let you stay at their house. Okay. Might have to make a visit to out to Skinwalker Ranch. There's nothing to do besides Arnold. Okay, yeah. Arnold and Lee got into quite a little discussion tonight, it looks like. I think they might be talking past each other. Arnold, show my friend chill. Oh. Let's see here. Dowels. Yes, always from Mountain City. And Gross. I quit smoking COL's turkey. Calls turkey. What are we talking about, Inventor Lee? I don't know what you're talking about there, Lee. Liza, honestly, I wasn't worried about what email. Yeah. I saw that earlier. Arnold Lee really getting it on there. Very nice website. It's a job, Wildzow, Greg. Now, you got to thank Wildzow for this right now. It was my idea that we did this network thing, but she already had her own tribe. Hey, Amanda's in the house. How you doing, Amanda? We did go through Australia when I went through Windy earlier. Australia is starting to side with Russia and hampering down on Azov and their battalions. That's why ISA needs to send them so much. Drops Family Garden. Inventor Lee Wilbarger, if you think of sand at that. Oh, sand, yeah. Sand is about all you need to take out. At those relative velocities, sand would be very destructive. Just throw out a cloud of sand. Oh my God, heck yeah. Greg, please take note of what I said. Love you, mate. That's what's happening in Southeast Asia. I got you there, Amanda. That's what's happening. We did talk Southeast Asia a little bit earlier. A bluegrass tune channel. There you go. I love bluegrass. Hey, I finally made it to the bottom. Finally made it to the bottom here. All right, guys. Well, it fits it. That's a bad when ICMB drops back. ICMB. Yeah, that's the problem with text, Arnold. If you don't get the inflection there, it's easy for people to misunderstand what each other are saying. That's a bad thing about texting. Texting and emails have started more flame wars than you could possibly imagine. There's why. I must have missed something. All right, Amanda, tell us more. Lee's last thing we was talking about altitudes, temperatures. Yeah, hey, my balloons used to see a single grain of sand will take out a hypersonic missile. Exactly, Lee. Exactly. And, you know, those heat shields are very fragile, and at these relative velocities, two missiles coming together, a grain of sand is going to hit like a stick of dynamite. So just imagine how much sand you can take up if your payload is over 3 million pounds. And then temperature don't matter. Whoever's talking about temperature, it's the velocities, guys. Kinetic energy is 1/2 mass times velocity squared. And we got big velocities. That's a huge number. Penny Wong is our new international advisor. She is doing awesome deals to make peace moment. Yeah, you got a new government. That's true. New government. We have the left is out. Okay. Well, your left was rough on you. That's for sure. Y'all were under so many lockdowns. It's crazy. Greg, you were right about people not getting what you're typing. Some people don't get what you tell them. Well, that's true too. Hey, well, Bart, how would you like shards of glass or worse? Glass would work. Shrapnel from grenades would work. But sand, the cool thing about sand is you can take a lot of grains of sand up. You can make quite a cloud of sand with something traveling at suborbital speeds even. We're talking about hypersonic speeds. That's it, sir. Lockdown draconian is gone. Well, good for you. Man, y'all are going through, that must have been pure hell living in Australia under all that. And, you know, same kind of thing is going on up in Canada. And they get rid of Trudeau. Velocity, lives matter. In space, velocity matters. Velocity is everything. In fact, delta velocity is how you change orbits. You're changing your velocity, actually. Sand can clog things up. Clog things up. When you're traveling at thousands of miles an hour, every little grain of sand is a stick of dynamite. And any reentry vehicle, any hypersonic vehicle, it's got a very sensitive heat shield. You crack that heat shield. All you got is crack it. And that vehicle's going to burn up. It's coming in the atmosphere. It will burn up. But a grain of sand will more than crack that heat shield. It will shatter it. It will shatter it. Like a little stick of dynamite. You name it, USA. Okay. Sri Lanka. Oh, yeah. But hey, man, yeah, Sri Lanka, they got rid of the government, but then again, they got a WEF guy running Sri Lanka. So the WEF was real proactive, make sure their buddies got put in there. Let's see how long that lasts. All right, Judy's getting active here. No sand, just heads up, make this what is happening. Sand at Mott will be hitting a wall. That's right, Dr. G-Man. Dr. G-Man's got the Space Force logo, the same as is on my cap here, guys. Playing jacks. I'm talking about the game of jacks. Yeah, but all will need to reassess their needs and value. All government needs to do that. We got too much government. One thing I led off with this, guys, was talking about what all has been declared to be terrorist signs by the FBI. Those of you that just joining, maybe I should go back and play this or show y'all this, guys. This is shocking. can't, let's see. As nations, as a nation, your ship, you need keep your ship safe and healthy. That's true. That's what a nation should do. Provide borders, protect its people, provide defense. All right, guys, I want to show y'all something. I've got to show you something here, guys. Dr. You're going to love that pen. Yeah, this is his logo, by the way. Space Force. Space Force is moving to where? Huntsville, Alabama. Redstone Arsenal. Yeah, that's where I work. Let's see, guys. I'm gonna have to do a ship. I gotta go back to my screen that lets me do that. Give me a second. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, ding, ding. We're going back to a share. Share screen. Ding, ding, ding. This is what I started my video out tonight with, guys. Leaked FBI document labels the Betsy Ross flag as extremist. Any discussion of number 2A, the Gadsden flag, and a whole lot more. Basically, if you quote the founding fathers, according to them, these guys, you are an extremist. If you quote the Declaration of Independence, if you quote the Constitution, you've got to be kidding me. The deep state has got way too deep, way too big for their britches. Okay, man. Where if they flew a drone over Afghanistan and killed an enemy, they violated the withdrawal agreement. Citizen Z, I live in Huntsville. Well, Citizen Z, I highly encourage you to go over and join this group right here, our Survival Tribe Network. I say, if you come in here and join, and you put Huntsville, Alabama in here, you're probably going to be hearing from me in not too distant future. So I highly encourage you. This is what this is all about. It's about survival. I got that as artwork. Okay, well, if it's, oh, yeah, one of the things we're talking about. Yeah, hey, check out if you go to Freedom Restoration Foundation. Hey, it's not here on this site, but our Facebook site, we got the Gadsden flag and our little emblem on the Facebook site, guys. So, yeah, we must be horrible people. It's because we love freedom. That's what America's supposed to be all about. Supposed to be. Deep state don't like it. China already owns us. I just have to laugh and pray my pop never finds out. Uh-oh. Yeah, I hate being owned by China. But they're trying to own America. But hey, I had some good news on that tonight. Let's see, where was it? Bang. Here we go. Senator Cotton of Arkansas and Tuberville of Alabama introduced a bill to prevent Chinese communists from buying American land. Hey, y'all need something like that in Australia, my friend. And we need to push this, guys. We need to really push this. Now, I covered all this earlier. Freedom to have 1,000 tabs open. There you go. Sand. Oh yeah, sand is a wonderful thing. You know, what's his name? James Oberg wrote an article about how the Russians can take their lunar Zond and use it to go around the moon to come back into a retrograde geosynchronous orbit with a load of sand and take out almost every satellite we had in geosynchronous orbit. Imagine that. That was actually something they could have done. He wrote about that many years ago. I'm glad it hasn't happened, but it might be part of their plans. The Zond was a Soyuz type spacecraft that circumnavigated the moon. Didn't land on it, circumnavigated. Hing communist of Hong Kong. Poor guys in Hong Kong. I think Susan maybe was live. Oh, really? Was Susan live? Hey, I love to hear Susan sing.
Hong Kong and England was all wrong. Now we know why. Well, England did a bad job on, did a horrible thing to China back in the Boxer Rebellion. England was awful to China. I got to admit that. All right, guys, we'll stop the share here. We're going to call it a night here in a second. We've been going for about an hour and a half almost. Well, off of any of that was when Ray came to me. When I came to the house by rabbits, he saw the swinging balls. Oh, yeah, I saw the swinging balls then. Man, those balls are really swinging now. Mean Man is gone. Oh, yeah, the one that you've been running your country. Starlink. Okay, who's Starlink? Starlink's leaving. System Z. Can you post a link? Post a link to what, System Z? What do you want to link posted to? Which website? Oh, to the website for the Tribe Network. Is that the one you want to see? I'm coming. Give me a second to get back to the chat room here. That's new websites. Oh, there we go. Thank you, New Days. You beat me to it. New Days is very good at showing these networks links. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to Galactic Gregs, please do that too. All right, consider tonight a really good night on here. We had 3 super chats. Really appreciate that. Starlink will come down at some point. Oh yeah, they will. Starlinks aren't that high up. They're in low Earth orbit. You know, just an active sun will bring a bunch of them down. Let's see here. Active sun, they're in a solar maximum, means atmosphere expands. That's what brought Skylab space station down. I just want to share this. Hang on, guys. I'm going to come back to the here. Ding, ding, ding. Let me find it. Different browsers. I got several browsers open. Where am I at? Where am I at? Over here. Okay, guys. Hey, Stan, how you doing? Glad you liked the show tonight. Starlink will come. Oh yeah, absolutely. What you see? Iridium flash is one of the craziest things I ever saw looking up. Starlink, stars, yeah, they're in low Earth orbit. That's true, Dr. Gema. They're in very low Earth orbit, which is actually a good thing, which means they're not as likely to make so much debris, but they'll also be easy. They did have some that actually got re-entered because of the sun already. Separate from now, India and China, old world rising up. India and China do not get along. It's funny, they both like Russia, but they don't get along with each other. Skylab was the biggest crazy idea in human spaceflight. The Skylab was developed at the Marshall Space Flight Center here in Huntsville. That's what's worrisome. The Skylab was something. It was awesome. It was so big inside that the astronauts could actually run around the outer wall. They did around where they had this ring of lockers, and they would actually run around it because the centrifugal force of them running, they actually run inside this thing, but mostly they were floating. So it was pretty wild inside of Skylab. It was huge. They could like fly. Wow! Superman flew it. A lot bigger than the volumes in space station today. That's what a Saturn V rocket could do for you. Or my SRB-5 rocket. Which have a lot more thrust than the Saturn V. A lot more than even Starship. It might be a rough ride though. It was a fuel tank. Yeah, it was the third stage of the Saturn V rocket, the S4B stage. It was a Saturn V S4B stage. It's S4B because it was supposed to have been the 4th stage of the Nova rocket. It just kept the S4B connotation, guys. 35 years for a good solar cell. Okay. A rocket has to play Frogger to get through the debris. That would be rough for the rocket, Amanda. That would be rough. Yeah, the debris, there's a phenomenology where we may have cascading failures of debris hitting debris, hitting debris, and cause like a chain reaction that would make space inaccessible. If China were to carry through with their plan to attack our satellites in orbit like they're talking about, it could make space inaccessible. Not only take down our comm systems, but make space inaccessible. That could be circumvented, though, with a network of high-altitude drones and balloons. We could have a communication system, alternative communications. I got the technology. I know how to do the balloon side. Lee could do the avionics side. Lee, maybe we'll talk some more. What goes up? Oh, man. Well, if it's actually on a hyperbolic orbit, enough velocity, it goes outside the solar system, like Voyagers and Pioneers, they ain't never coming down. Not on Earth, anyway. Not back to the sun. What do you do with the old ones? That's going to fix it. Which old ones? Oh, we know. The old one. So Jason Smith, it will be an interesting day when SpaceX gets all 33. Man, I'm gonna tell you what, yeah, when they light all 33 entry engines, I'm going, you know, there are SpaceX fans that just believe SpaceX can do no wrong. But I'm gonna tell you what, reliability is inversely proportional to parts count. When you look at 33 engines, that's a whole lot of parts. Russia couldn't do it. Their M1 rocket just had too many engines, and it was not nearly what is on SpaceX. You get all kind of new problems. But the light peep, says Sierra Star. Thank you, Sierra Star. Hey, we appreciate that. I need to talk about my vacuum balloon. Yeah, I've had some vacuum balloon concepts. That will get you higher. We need some what we really need is what do you call it? Graphene. We need graphene skin for it. A little mylar of graphene. This is the number Amanda put up. Strange number at Amanda. What number did Amanda put up? Strange. 33. Oh. EMT, I was head of logistics at the Pentagon on 9/11. Welcome to got him, Lee. Defibrillator. 33 is a number on a defibrillator you have. What? Tesla Tech says we'll fix it. Man, we got all kind of tech now. 40 years EMT. Oh. All right, guys. Maybe some of us are a little overzealous on the timeout. What's going on these days? Lee invented a lot, most of which can't be disclosed. Yeah, okay, at the moment. Well, yeah. I like what he's done in FLIR and detection technology, sensor technology. I think Lee and I could cooperate in some stuff. We're getting them everywhere now in parks, gyms. What's going on in parks and gyms there? That's 9 engines for the ship, so it's 42. I get it. 42, the answer to all things. And the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. You know, Earth was supposing a computer to figure something out. They don't know what the question was, but the answer is 42, right? Did you know that in ASCII code, American Code of Information Interchange, which is code used in computers, 42 is the asterisk. And in computer coding, the asterisk is called a wildcard. Really, it means anything goes. Is that really the answer? I don't know, guys. That's pretty liberal philosophy, I suppose. EMT, but it's a good joke. I invented telemedicine. It's awesome. Oh, the 33 there, Amanda. The answer is always, oh yeah, 33 was the engines. That's right. The answer is always 42. That's right. Yeah, I guess that is interesting. 33 engines, but 42 overall. I tested much stuff on a stack of Bibles
to meet 461D stuff from the designs. I did or not? What do you mean I did or not? I agree, Greg. You and Lee would be a force to be reckoned with if you put your talents together. Yeah, we might be dangerous. Now, somebody commented on one of my other videos that are the Chinese spies looking for me. I used to have a couple of Chinese ladies used to come over here and visit me, one in particular, and I was kind of sweet on her. She was kind of sweet on me. We were, kind of on the verge of maybe having a relationship. She invited me to come to China, tell me I can go to Guangdong and stay anytime at her place. That time I might have accepted it. Today, if I were to go to Guangdong, I'd probably never see the light of day again. Oh, we got him. Yeah, I don't think I need to go to Guangdong. Do you, Lee? No, stay in Asia. Hey, there's places in Asia I know I could go, but China, where the CCP rules, probably wouldn't be the best idea for me. The new will be glorious for all. Okay. Lee has my respect. There we go. I got an email probably from Lee tonight. I need to check that. I have to respond to him. Oh yeah, he did get. Oh, he emailed me the phone number. Very good. I got an email here too, I think. Here. So many nations in Asia will benefit in India. Now, hey, I like India. India is a very interesting country. Got a lot of friends from India, smart people there. I've done some interview with a lady from India. I was talking about India as a future space superpower. All people are born unalienable rights, sir, man. We all need our rights. Everybody. We are some people that can't. We are some of the people that can get the grid back online. If all those big transformers are fried, we're not getting the grid back online. No, not for decades, if ever. Take a long time to get that. That would devastate this nation. No one differ. No, skin color don't matter. Right, Amanda. The things I always like to say to everybody is, there's good people in every nation on earth, every village, every hamlet, in any country, of every race, color, and creed. You'll find good people anywhere in the world. Now, in countries where the information is controlled, all their information might be a little skewed. It's set up some thick rose-colored glasses through which they have to view things. But there's good people everywhere. That's important to realize. So that's something I talk about a lot toward the end of my videos. So I'll just go ahead and say it. I knew a guy who married a Chinese woman. They honeymooned in China. He died. She came back and claimed all his assets. Ooh. Ouch. Well, there's always those black widows. Got them here too. I dated one. Wiped me out financially. Got all my credit cards and ran with them and maxed them out and disappeared. Every child, every home, you name it. Not just one mighty nation. I think countries are outdated, to be honest. I think we need local. We should go back to Articles of Confederation in this country. Skyrockets in flight, afternoon delight. There you go. When food and abundance is poured out in the streets and shut on. Guys, hey, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, universal habitat. You can grow all the food you need. Everything you need, guys. This is what I'm talking about. What is the thing you mentioned the other night that was in a lab being tested to see what caused it to fail? Some chip of things.
Lab being tested. Oh, I know. Sandia National Laboratories has one of the big transformers, I think, in China. What's reported out through some circles is it had cell phone technology components built into it so that it could report back to China the status of the transformer, maybe even cause it to fail or cause cascading failures in the power structure. China has hacked our power systems. Donald Trump passed an executive order outlawing the use of Chinese components in our critical infrastructure. On his very first day in office, JB rescinded that executive order. How much of this is our comm systems? That's what we worry about. Our comm systems getting hacked, our power grid being brought down, taking out our comm satellites. These are things that China would do in a war against us, guys. Will not be pretty. Yes, Liberty Gardens. We do get a chance at glory like we did. Amanda, we could have a glorious life on this planet. We just got to get through this ugly phase we're in right now. If we can avoid a war and peace through strength, that's the way to avoid a war. Don't tempt the enemies by letting them think you're weak. Having a weak president does not help the case.
It doesn't have to be Chinese woman. There are gold diggers everywhere. That's what I said, man. Arnold, I told you about the one that I got to mess me up here big time. And you're okay with abundance while other die of hunger? No. My universal habitat will work anywhere in the world and feed people over the world. Anybody in the world, anywhere in the world can have a home they can draw their food at. I don't care where it is. The technology is simple. It can be implemented anywhere and everywhere. All you gotta do is recycle your biomatter, build raised beds, and you can feed people anywhere in the world. Okay, but greed and power isn't fun. Well, people that are elite, that's what they're all into. Man, it's not fun for us. That's how they're trying to carry us. Walk silent, carry a big stick. Exactly. Just because you got power, you shouldn't run around like an ape, beating the chest about it. That's the thing. If y'all remember the gentle old giants in school, the big guys who were always laughing and cutting up and good natured. Why? They were so big, nobody was going to mess with them. They could afford it. What are the most playful animals in the animal kingdom? The top predators. Peace through strength. But China's messed up. China's developing strength, but they haven't got that part figured out. They're going around being bullies. That's what's ticking a lot of people off. If you don't believe that, look at Xinjiang, the province with the Uyghurs. Why do they want to control that? Because they're trying to set up their alternative energy routes so they won't have to go through the Malaccan Strait for everything. Because they can be cut off, they can be shut down. Because the Malaccan Strait's only 1.5 miles wide at the most narrow point, which could totally shut down Chinese trade if that strait is denied access to them. That's one of the reasons they put up all this stuff in the South China Sea, so they can project more naval power in that area. We do monkeypox. Oh my God. I did a funny video about monkeypox. I made fun of it. I even did a rhyme and a little monkey dancing video. Did USA try to control others? Yeah, USA's try to control others. I'm not justifying that. Evil people everywhere. Well, I'm saying is we've got too much deep state in this country. That's where all that came from. We don't need it. Have I ever? No. Gonna leave Hobart 720 yards without moving. I'm with you, Lee, on the long stick. There you go. So why is everyone angry at China when you've had power for so long. China has been very belligerent. China's taken the South China Sea, which rightly belongs to like 8 other nations, big chunks of it. China is threatening to invade Taiwan. China is talking about a first strike that would include taking out American military bases in South Korea, Japan, and attacking Guam. A lot of stuff's coming out. China, I think, was behind a certain bug that got loose from a certain lab and wreaked havoc, although they had help from people on our side, including a certain Dr. Elf, if you know what I mean, who ought not be the most high-paid person in the U.S. government. He is. My record is 2350 meters and hit the rearview mirror of a BMP troop there. Okay. Not yet, but look, they invaded Tibet. They've taken Tibet. They've taken Xinjiang. They are doing in Xinjiang genocide against the people there, and they harvest organs of prisoners and sell them on the open market. Not cool. Not cool. I didn't say we had an innocent past in this country. I never claimed that. So don't put that in my mouth. And certainly our CIA has done a lot of stuff that should never happen. But China will fall. Look, if we can, my objective is to not have a war with China now. That is my objective. And I believe in peace through strength, because as we show weakness, the other sides who are authoritarian in nature definitely bare their teeth. That is my point. I don't want to attack anybody, but I want to keep them from attacking us. Our defenses are down right now. We're at a point that if China or Russia put a first strike on the United States, they could obliterate us. The United States will be over. And they know that. They've got the means and they have the motive to do it right now. They have both the means and the motive. We should be not allowing means and motive, especially means. USA was strong when it was united. Yeah, but we've been letting our defenses down for the last several years, quite a few years. Hello, Greg and fam, says Tim Casper. Very good. I am against war. You got to understand that. I've talked about how ugly war is many, many times. The kind of weapon systems I'm talking about are the systems that would take out weapons being shot at us or invasion forces, not anything else. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. It's defensive. And if you got a cloud of nuclear weapons coming at you, shouldn't you just sit around and go, oh, good, I want to watch the fireworks? Heck no. It's like somebody walks up to me, like, you know, there was a little fast food place owner, or a gas station, 80-year-old man, this few days ago, we had a guy walk in with an assault weapon, bust in there about to take him. That old man just pulled out a shotgun and blew his arm off. Guess you just don't mess around with that old man. I bet nobody goes in his store again. So, you know what? I said, good for that old guy. Change is a civil war. It could be. But you don't have to have a civil war to separate. The Soviet Union broke apart without a civil war. A lot of other places have too. But it might be in a civil war. Let's hope not. This country may break apart. You know, Texas. Texas is interested in secession. It's on the platform of the Republican Party of Texas. Alaska's talking about seceding for a long time. My Ola Greg from Costa Rica. Terrible news. What's the terrible news in Costa Rica? SLM tell us back in the 1800s, the British wanted to open up China for trade. British were horrible. They addicted the Chinese to opium. And then the Chinese knew that they were being controlled by the opium. And so they fought to get the British out so they could get rid of the opium. That's what the Boxer Wars were. And the British fought and won to dominate China for the right to keep their people drugged on opium. That was awful. Unfortunately, the United States helped out in that. That was awful. Should not have happened. Yep, they used drugs to soften up the people, and Forbes used those poor Chinese to build American railroads. Yep, that's true. It's true, Arnold. It's a terrible thing. And I do not condone that. So yeah, China had a century of humiliation. I can understand how they felt humiliated. Then the Japanese invaded. Parent, not to mention, but hey, we helped China fight the Japanese. I don't appreciate that now. Let's make sure closure has a full plate of mealworms and cockroach milk. Oh my God. Yeah, not to mention Gates owns close to 300,000 farm acres. Oh, I'm going to do a video soon about billionaires buying up the Midwest. That's a new topic I've been planning to do for a couple of days. Just hadn't got around to it. But I'm gonna do a video. Probably my next video, unless something breaks with Taiwan or something else breaks in the news, is going to be on. I'm gonna do another video defining how we can stop hypersonic weapons and Sarmats. Worms tomorrow, busy day. That's right, Granny Atlanta. You got to be up to catch the mail. Don't let them sit in the box. Don't let them sit in the mailbox. It might cook. So let me know how those worms are right away. Anyway, it's been a long night here for me. It's 1:16 in the morning. So let's see, so excited. It's like a bunch of new dogs. There you go. I believe everybody else got their worms except you, Granny. I had one other customer call me. They were really happy, very happy. They got the worms and said they're in great shape. And some Chinese are very patient. Chinese friends have always said, never, ever trust that government. Yeah, that's right. Now, my problem isn't the Chinese people. It's with the Chinese Communist Party. And the People's Liberation Army is not an army of the nation of the People's Republic of China. The army belongs to the political party. Remember these things. No roach milk. I agree with that. I used a 50 cal with a Trap 360, Carefort ballistics computer, and 2 weather stations. Well, there you go, Lee. That's a bit of advantage. Wow. Ballistics computer. 50 cals are awesome. Hey, even I got a smoke pole. I got 50 caliber smoke poles. They're pretty awesome too. How to eat fried worms. Actually, worms are dried out and ground up and used as a nut substitute in cookies and brownies. Red ones are. Also got kind of a nutty flavor to them. High in protein, low fat, excellent protein source. They watched your video of you squeezing the dirt. Forgot the name of it. Well, I got a couple of those. Just did one recently, but I had one from a little while back. Man, is it ever coming down here? Oh, you got some hard rain, huh? That's the only way you can hit something. Yeah, that's a long way off, Lee. Got to take up the curvature and spin of the round earth, right? That's what ballistics computers have to do for long-range artillery. You got to factor in the curvature of the round earth. Any radio man, any aircraft pilot, or artillery man who's done long-range artillery understands the earth is a sphere. Am I clear? You flat earthers. My dad was a tail gunner, 50 cal brown. Oh, nice tail gunner. Okay. U.S. House Reps 3 died in a car crash. Really? Who? Where? Which party? What do you know about that, God's plan? Oh, yeah, somebody was going to say something from Costa Rica. I didn't see him reply. What does it mean when you have gnats in the soil? Wow, it means the soil's got a bunch of organic matter that they're doing, growing their little larvae in. Gates wants us to eat bugs. Yeah, or fake meat, because he's got patents in every fake meat company out there. I don't want to take and feed you chemically laced soy. and call it meat. Yeah, right. And keep that crap. You know what's in it. One U.S. rep, Republican, and 2 of her aides. Oh, no, that's awful. Oh, wow. From where, Greg? Woman senator from Indiana. Wait, senator or rep? Now, you're saying senator, Steve, but Bell said somebody from a rep. That's the House of Representatives. You have worms in your garden. That's awesome. You're blessed. When the 17-year cicadas come out in Maryland, there are all kinds of recipes available for people to eat them. Okay, Susie Q. Kathy Pittman, Granny, I wished I could say the same. Tried, but plenty. Yeah. Sure, guys, I got to run. Eating my beef, not rabbit food, says Dr. G-Man. That's right. Give me a good burger. Something that says moo. Oh, yeah, the Japanese did invent poop burgers. Hey, Greg, soy green when it comes to fake meat. Yeah, basically. You know, they got soylent now as a drink. You believe it? It comes in different colors. You believe that? And this is the year 2022. The year that the movie Soylent Green was supposed to be set in. And we're about to have huge food shortages and energy problems, especially in Europe. So Soylent Green wasn't far off the mark as a movie, was it? Barometric pressure, temperature, humidity, wind, barrel. Oh, yeah. Good night, Greg and Lee. Good to see you, says Stan. Good to see you, Stan. USDA, U.S. Department of Agriculture. How are you feeling? I'm doing better. Doing better. Soylent Green is people. Yeah, no kidding. God help us. You're right, Susie Q. You know what? They're promoting cannibalism these days so much. It's just sickening. Today's Gates is a snake. That's right, Granny. We know that. Dr. G-Man about the old saying, is it still moving? Put it back on the grill. There you go. If it's still moving, put it back on the grill. I mean, oh my God. You think they use those, Katie? Oh my God. Really? So the Soylent drink may actually be people. Are you serious? Are you serious, Katie? For real? Not will it fix it. That's sickening. Iceland had volcanic eruption start again. Now, okay, that's when they had that earthquake. It's on the earthquake chart. Been busy canning and cooking. Tomato, pepper overload. Okay, very good. Elitists require extensive pressure. What? Yeah, spices. Lee, I believe that. That's pretty complicated. Oh no. Don't buy the Soylent drinks, people. The flavoring comes from the nasty stuff you can imagine. Pouring the Katie with new days always. Oh my gosh. Aborted fetuses. Really? I'm just asking, just so the algorithms know. Oh. Sick. Sick. Somebody had a bottle of that in the refrigerator at work too. So really, I will drink creek water. Make sure you filter it first. Oh, now rainwater is laced with forever chemicals. They're getting in everything. Guys, we got to go back to natural systems. We got to change our agriculture. We got to go back. We got to get rid of the way we grow stuff today. We can't do it all at once, though, because everybody will starve, but we got to start transitioning. Oh, my God. You guys share some documentation on that. Send us some web links or something. Maybe in our next chat or something, or just email it to me. Yeah, that is disgusting. Wouldn't surprise me. Oh my God. Well, that's what Gates and crowd would like to have in store for us, right? Jeez. Disgusting. Well, we are in 2022. Just like the movie banner. Oh, all natural ingredients. Well, I guess that is natural. Oh my God, that's awful. Sometimes for sure. The artesian ones, yeah, you get the water out of the ground, it won't have the flavor chemicals in it, especially if you got from deep wells. They don't mind letting you know. Yeah, you're right, Lee. If you're hitting something at 2,250 meters, yeah, it's math. With a ballistics computer. One on your stores. There you go, payment. Yep. Wow. Or pay. Am I saying right? Pay EMT. Okay. Pay EMT. FF9. You got a call from Shanghai? Really? And what did Shanghai want from you there, Arnold? Well, then I'm a lost cause. I'll stick to gardening. Guys, that's really it. That's why we need to be growing our own food. Because we got so much chemicals, so much stuff, and so much. If everybody were growing our own food, we'd be way better off. Yeah, rainwater. Rainwater actually has forever chemicals that exceed safety standards now. This is going everywhere in the environment and exposed to everything in nature all over the world. Well, yeah, and little girls are hitting puberty at 9 and 10 now because of all the BPA and all these other chemicals, which are also making boys less manly. So all these estrogen mimicking chemicals are getting everywhere in the environment too, guys. It's awful. And all the drugs, people, all the artificial drugs. I would tell Shanghai to off. Okay. Yeah, I don't hear from Shanghai or Beijing, either one. Shanghai at one time was the capital of China. Kevin Smurf Guerin. Hello, kindly wizard. How you doing, Kevin? Smurf Guerin. Guys, we're going to have to call it a night here now. Oh, we got 121 still in the room. Wow. At an infinite position slip ring driven by telescope stepper. Okay. Rainwater and grain alcohol. Like Dr. Strangelove. Yeah. Talking about it contaminating the body fluids of the general. Well, they kind of made fun of him because he was talking about fluorine, but he was, unfortunately, they should have been making fun of that. Should not have been making fun of that. We thought better than that because, Stanley Kubrick was kind of good about warning us about a lot of stuff, but I think he was on the wrong side of that. Which company is using those for food? Okay, there's a website, guys. Wow. Thank you there, Dr. G-man. Let's click that link. Press, independent news. Which companies are using? Oh my God. Biotech company of California called Zenomex specializes in development of food flavorings made from, you guessed it, people. Oh my God. All Pepsi soft drinks, Sierra Mist, Mountain Dew, Mug Root Beer, No Fear Beverages, Ocean Spray, Ciela's Best, Tazo, Amp Energy, Aquafina Water. Why don't they put it in water? Aquafina flavored beverages, double shot energy beverages, Frappuccino, Lipton tea. Propel, I mean, it's liquid, not the Gatorade. Yesterday, oh my God. Nestle coffee products, all coffee creamers. Oh my God. Oh my God. Check out the link she shared. I don't want to read it out here. I could probably get my channel banned for talking stuff like this. Gosh, I'm gross. How sick. Whew. That's something you're looking better. Thank you. Yeah, I'm doing a lot better now. Over to you. Good night's sleep. I bet, Craig, this is two-car garage, 146. We're up so late. We have 146 in the room? They're talking about lights. Y'all is what's keeping me up so late. 123 in the room, 147 lights. Good, probably. Local city is finally eliminating and adding fluorine to water. Yay! Yeah, you're right. Predicate that's long. No point to have. Oh, well, if it's sorry, Susie. Oh, well, the fix is made. Oh, and so Zivicki. Okay. You have no idea what we've been eating. Guys, this is why you don't want to eat priceless foods. This is why I tell you not to buy crap from the big companies. And who all these big companies support? Buy Schwab. They love him. Spend your money locally. Spend it with local growers. Buy real food, whole food, grown locally, where you know what the devil you're getting, or you're getting the devil. Star says, hi, beautiful lady. Okay, don't worry, Greg. I'll send them a lightning strike if they ban you. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Sharon. All right. Well, it's not called the World Wide Web for nothing. Okay, guys, I'm out. Hey, Lee, I'm right behind you. Have a great night to you too. All right, Lee, we'll have to talk maybe tomorrow. Not tonight. It's too late. Yeah, he has an agenda. And I kind of think a lot of stuff going on in the world is all play to drive in that direction. And they don't like us. Why? Because we love freedom. That's my evidence. Well, just look what the FBI put out. If you think the Betsy Ross flag is great, you might be a terrorist. If you think that quoting the Constitution or the Bill of Rights, excuse me, yeah, or the Declaration of Independence is a good thing, you might be a terrorist. Quoting Founding Fathers of America, oh my God, you got to be some horrible person. You believe this stuff, guys? Call anytime. All right, Lee. A little late now, but yeah, I'll definitely be giving a call soon. Anyway, everyone, I think it is a good time to end now. I had a number for you, Lee. It wasn't good though, so I'll just replace this. SLM, I'm lucky, Greg. My farmer lives next door. There you go. They hate freedom and free thinkers, yeah. And tough nuggies to them, right? They can eat my grits, kiss my grits, or whatever. All right, guys, I think it is a good time to go. It's 1:34 a.m. here. That's 2:34 on the East Coast, where a few days old ways is at. And even on the left coast, it's already 11:34, right? So getting late, guys. Amanda's in the middle of the day down there where she's at. She's having a good time. So anyway, that's my old one. I'll give you my new one. I gave you my new one. Yeah, I had your old one. That was a problem. EB help. Not GG. Have a good night. All right, hey, I want to thank you, super chatters tonight. Sierra Star and Keith. That was awesome. Sierra Star and Keith, salute to you. Mods, you've been busy. Thank you for all you've done. I want to thank everybody that came here and gave us a thumbs up. We're up to 155 now. Very good. Throw us in some more thumbs up. Check out my channels, Galactic Greg's, Go in and sign up at survivaltribenetwork.com. Go there, sign up, everyone. We all need to be in the survival tribes. Would appreciate it. 1:35 a.m. Well, Dr. G-Man, you're in the same time zone I'm in. All right. So, Granny, keep an eye out for your worms tomorrow. And everybody, when you go to bed tonight, pray for Granny Lana's granddaughter, Kaylee. Pray for Randy Bly with Blue Bottle Barney Farm. And not this all. Thank you, everybody. Just thank y'all all for being here. And because we're all family. We're all family. Don't ever forget it. We are family. We are family. All right, everyone. God bless. Good night.